Hello, this is Dan Woods with DanFly951 YouTube videos. I told you I'd get back with you in a couple of weeks after I completed some more winter projects. Just wanted to touch base with all you folks and update you on what I've got going on for those of you who love the wind and solar. Today I'd like to introduce you to a product I bought, which was the TED 5002G, and thank you Alan and Judy for sending me the Sun grid tie 250 watt inverter to test and utilize that one. Since the last time I spoke with you folks, I have updated my solar system a little bit. I was running a 100 watt panel and a 50 watt panel in my window, the 100 watt panel being on the shed, which I'll show you in a second. I updated that from the 100 watt and added a 195 watt that I purchased from Sunelec in Florida at sunelec.com for those folks who want to order some solar panels or something. I found that they've got some pretty decent prices, and everything I've purchased from them works fine. So whatever you want, just passing on that tidbit of information. We'll get started now and go on from there. So starting out, I'll show you the panel that I purchased and hooked it up a couple of days ago. Of course, you can see we still have snow and it is still winter in the northern part of the United States. Not going to tell you where I'm at, but that's it. Over here's my workbench, as you've seen before. Right now I have my the Sun inverter running. I've tested this inverter hooking directly to a series set of batteries to get myself 24 volts. And surprisingly enough, I got 250 watts out of this thing right off the bat, according to my kilowatts meter. And excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold, which is expected in this part of the country. Anyway, the kilowatts meter is actually a little stingy according to some of the other test equipment that I've used to check the wattages on the outputs and stuff. And so that's the Sun Power Inverter, 250 watts. I've changed up my portable power system here a little bit. I put a battery switch on. I don't believe I had that on the last time I did the video. I also removed the 750 watt inverter, which I didn't really need on there, so I put a Morningstar TriStar battery charger controller. So anyway, with all that said, that's so much for this. I wanted to go into this new device, the TED 5002G, and this is not the actual device itself. This is basically my makeshift hookup. I bought the 5002, which means you get 2 MTU units, and one can be used for hookup to solar and the other one can be used to hook to your household incoming power. They have some pretty decent videos and instructions on how that's done. Again, I recommend you get someone that's qualified to do this if you plan on doing it yourself or what have you. Hopefully you know what's going on with it. Rather than build a fancy box or anything, these CTs that come with the kit connect directly over the black lead or the power lead coming into the whatever. And since this is on my solar, if you decide you want to do something like this, please be careful not to strip off the insulation on the wiring itself, just on the outside, so you can get your CT over top. I also run my power for my MTU directly off of this makeshift plug here, which works pretty well. I've had good luck out of it so far, and minimal problems. The problems I have had is basically not understanding the system so well yet, but I've had it a couple weeks and getting more familiar with it. The TED devices also will connect to the internet Google Power Meter, which will allow you to use that web page for monitoring your household current, and you can also monitor your solar. Once you put your device numbers into the unit and tell it to sign up with Google Power Meter, it automatically detects how many MTU devices you have hooked to your system. You just tell it whether it's solar or a generating device or a usage device, and it's pretty slick. So anyway, there's a lot of information out there on the internet with it. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details. Basically, this thing functions in a way that it hooks to your existing power system and transmits I believe it's 135 hertz signal into the line, which is received on the gateway, which is, in my case, is plugged inside the house into my computer room. And at the bottom of the gateway, or the top, whichever direction you have the thing plugged in, there's a Cat5 cable that you can plug directly into the back of your router for internet communications. The device comes with its own internal software, which I'm not going to go into great detail on accessing that either, but there is some setup involved in doing that. Anyway, so much for the TED device, and just wanted to touch base with you on all the new things going on. So with that, may the sun be with you and the wind be with you. Have a great day. Goodbye.